Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Any particular reason why you would be biased?
Well, he went on a date with my girl, and that kind of upset me a little bit.
Well,
But that's a different story.
in my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Ian Fisher claims he was struck in the face by a surfboard and needed medical attention when the defendant tried to jump the line and steal his wave while surfing.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Mr. Fisher is suing Dominic Pruitt in the amount of $1,000.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. So I've got some surfers in my courtroom today. And there's been some activity going on while catching some waves that didn't quite sit well with you, Mr. Fisher, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
What happened, sir?
Well, I was put in a position where the defendant, Dominic, he dropped in on me, snaked one of my waves, and...
well, you said snaked one of your waves.
Yeah, he stole my wave. He dropped in front of me.
How does one steal a wave?
Well, I was on the wave. I had the right of way. I was sitting deepest on the peak, and there was a nice left.
What is a peak?
Yeah, well, it was the peak is the beginning of the wave, where it starts. So I had it from the beginning of the wave.
How do you know if you have it versus someone else?
The person sitting further to one side has the right of way. So if I was going left at Topanga Beach, so he got some nice left. So I got, he's going.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Australia.
Okay. So I need you to talk a little slower so I can make sure I'm understanding
sorry about that,
everything you're
legend.
saying.
See you,
All
mate.
right.
Yeah.
All right. No worries.
Okay, so basically I was deepest on the wave. I had the right of way, and he dropped in. I said, "Hey, mate!" I was inside of the tube, inside of it on the foam bowl, and I scoot up to the nose. And
I'm trying to follow you, and because you're talking in very specifics, and that's okay. But I'm just going to have you put a pause in for a moment. Do you know what Mr. Fisher's talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. I understand, and you know, he did have the right of way technically.
He did.
But
now, why do you say he had it technically?
Because he was bulldogging, he was back paddling.
Now, what does it mean to bulldog and back paddling?
He's paddling circles around everybody and wasn't allowing everybody to have a turn.
But you're acknowledging that he had the right of way on that particular occasion where this incident is the focus. Mm-hmm. Why not just defer to him?
I didn't know. I didn't see him coming.
Yeah, right.
You know, in retrospect.
I hooted at you.
Wait a minute. You say you hollered at him.
I hooted at him, and his board. I'm coming out of the tube, out of the barrel, and he goes on his belly, can't even make the drop. Goes his nose of his board, hit me right in the cheek, breaks my cheek.
When you say he can't make the drop, what are you referring to?
He didn't even get to his feet. He calls himself a bloody surf instructor. He can't even get to his feet. He goes straight into my face with the nose of his board, breaks my cheekbone. I had to go to the...
Wait, whose board caused your injury?
His board.
His board caused your injury?
Yeah, hit me right in the face.
Is that true?
No.
You don't think your board caused that damage?
No, I don't think so.
Well, how do you think he ended up suffering the cheek injury?
I think he flattened out and...
what does it mean to flatten out?
You know...
no, I don't.
Well, he was turning into the flats or turning away from the wave, you know?
He was turning away from the wave.
That's what, from my position, that's what I think happened. And, you know,
by turning away from the wave, that would cause him to what? Lose control of his own surfboard?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
his injury was a result of his own surfboard?
Yeah.
You have proof of your damages, sir?
What was that?
You have proof of your damages?
Yes, I do have it right here.
And you have a witness here as well. Give Deputy Thomas your information.
Yeah, right here I have a picture of me, my face all bust up, and I got a couple affidavits from some mates, and then stating this guy's a kook.
This guy's a what?
He's a kook.
A kook?
A kook, like a surfer who doesn't know what he's doing, who's putting other people at danger. He's like not
That's called a kook?
Yeah, he's a bad person.
All right, I see the injury to your cheek, and I see the invoice here for
$1,000, yeah.
You had to have surgery. This was the deductible that you had to pay out.
Yeah, that's right.
And follow-up care, medical expenses. And then what is this from Darren Holiday?
Oh, this is just the affidavit stating that they've witnessed his negligence in the water as well.
Coming up on America's Court.
Did you snake the person?
Well, and I mean, you could call it staking, but when you surf a lot, you know, you have friends out there and you guys share waves, you know?
Okay, so what you're saying is, yes, I snaked him,
Yeah.
but he's my guy, and we were sort of goofing off.
Yeah, exactly.
And later,
Mr. Jones is saying you were not in compliance. What say you?
I say that is incorrect. It was a post that was already out there. All I did was like that.
You liked an offensive post.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Ian Fisher, who is suing Dominic Pruitt for medical expenses.
This person talks about he overheard him giving lessons and he regularly glosses over safety and etiquette. Connor Wong decided to take a lesson with Mr. Pruitt. I knew the exact same information after the lesson as before, as well as gaining no physical skills. He barely touched on safety and etiquette. This one's also notarized.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we got Margot. She took lessons from Mr. Pruitt. It was a terrible experience. He breezed over safety guidelines. This is damning stuff on your part, sir.
I don't remember any of those names.
All right. And then you also have this person here.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring them up. Come on up, sir. What's your last name?
Berger.
Mr. Berger, what brings you here to America's Court?
I'm here to support Ian. I actually got a lesson from Dominic.
You also had a lesson.
Yes, I did.
Because you said you don't remember these others. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Okay. What say you?
And it was everything you're reading right there. It was completely unethical. Before we were in the water.
Why did you decide to take the lesson with Mr. Pruitt?
He had approached me, and he had said, "Hey, would you like some lessons?" And I was newer.
Is that true?
No. Yeah, he was, one of my former students referred him to me.
What, and the referral, who initiated the conversation?
He did.
Okay. And you're saying he approached you?
I was approached to get lessons, and I needed them. So
how many lessons did you take with Mr. Pruitt?
I took only one.
Only? And why only one?
So it's because he was being very forceful, and he didn't talk about communication. He didn't talk about not going headfirst into the water, and I felt uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yep.
And were you there when this incident occurred?
No, I was not.
And no beef between you and Mr. Pruitt, no issues, no drama, any particular reason why you would be biased?
Well, he went on a date with my girl, and that kind of upset me a little bit.
Well,
but that's a different story.
okay. Do you have any evidence or anything I need to look at?
I do. I have some Yelp reviews that I pulled up.
Okay, that would be helpful to
you
balance
present it to
out
you?
this.
Everything you
All
want
right.
to
And
anything
sir,
else?
did you have anything
Yeah.
else?
Sure, whatever you want to get.
No, yeah,
You're good?
And,
All right, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's
and
good.
And you gave Deputy Thomas everything
Yep.
you needed?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I've got video evidence of this guy snaking, dropping in front of
The whole
one of my
not giving
mates.
the right of way to the person who deserves
He's going in front of my mate Edwin over here, and he's, I've got
but
video.
wait,
evidence.
if you're on the water, how did you get video?
My mate got the video.
Okay, well
Yeah.
then I want to see that.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
loaded up, Deputy
It's
Thomas?
all set whenever you're ready.
So,
Let's take a look.
so right here, Edwin's dropping in. You can see Dominic the Cook dropping in right in front of him. Edwin falls right in his face in the rocks. Totally dangerous. He cut himself all up because he messed him up, mate.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm understanding. The person that ended up falling first, were they snaked?
They were snaked hard.
And the other person that kept going all the way, that was Mr. Pruitt.
That's right.
Okay. You knew this person.
Yeah, we're friends. I have an affidavit.
So based on the video, because again, I'm not a surfer, so I need to
Yeah.
understand what's happening. At one point, both of you were riding this wave.
Yeah.
Did you snake the person?
Well, and
that
I mean,
fell?
you could call it staking, but when you surf a lot, you know, you have friends out there and you guys share waves, you know?
Okay, so what you're saying is, yes, I snaked him,
Yeah.
but he's my guy, and we were sort of goofing off.
Yeah, exactly. But I do have an affidavit from Edwin.
Is this the guy that was in the video?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're one of his surfing buddies on the waves. We act reckless around each other. but we do so safely. We never do anything that would be deemed dangerous. Well, isn't not giving the right of way considered dangerous?
Could be, it's considered dangerous, but it's within safety because we both
in
know
the
how to
very
surf.
same sentence, he says sometimes we snake each other as a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
But never in a situation that could turn dangerous. These are the Yelp reviews.
Yeah. Yeah,
Never
you can
surfed
see,
before, taking lessons with Dominic. He's very respectful. Make sure I knew surf etiquette before practicing. He's extremely knowledgeable and an incredible instructor. So here's what I got. I got Yelp reviews that say you would never do such and such and so and so. I got Edwin saying, this is my boy, I don't like when he snakes me, but yes, we've snaked each other. I've got Mr. Berger saying, I didn't like what I saw after one lesson. Although what I'm really not happy about is that Mr. Pruitt ended up with the girl that I was interested in. And then I've got the notarized affidavits from Darren Holliday and Connor Wong and Margot Hawley attesting to Mr. Fisher's position as to you causing damage and injury to his face. You, Mr. Fisher, you have the burden of proving beyond a preponderance of the evidence, or based on the preponderance of the evidence, that you have established a claim because you're saying that Mr. Pruitt was negligent on the water.
Dangerous.
And dangerous. And as a result of his failure to exercise reasonable care, you got injured.
Yeah.
The question is, do I feel as though you have met your burden? Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, I do. And I will find in your favor, you are entitled to that $1,000, Mr. Pruitt. He has satisfied the court.
Thank you,
That is
Legend.
going to be the order. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,000.
Yeah, mate, you're going to give me a lot of money.
No.
You're going to pay for what you did.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
You didn't have any issues with the social media guidelines?
No, I think they are
And
fair.
you signed off that I will be in compliance?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Mr. Jones is saying you were not in compliance.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. Angela Golden claims she was unfairly fired for liking a social media post criticizing her employer and says she's owed 2 weeks' pay. Ms. Golden is suing Wallace Jones in the amount of $2,500.
Talk to me, Ms. Golden. What's going on here? Why do you want $2,500?
Hi, Your Honor. So I'm seeking the $2,500 in wrongful termination because I really, truly believe that my contract was wrongfully terminated, unjustly so. I had no forewarning, and so I'm still missing out on 2 weeks of the month that I worked.
And
Not to
that 2
mention-
weeks is the equivalent of $2,500?
That is correct.
And you worked with the company that Mr. Jones represents. How long were you there?
I was there for almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months.
under.
What type of work were you doing?
So I'm associate in marketing.
So you were dealing with marketing issues. Did you hire Ms. Golden, Mr. Jones?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ultimately, she was fired because of what?
Okay, our company, our social media guidelines clearly state that personal
You're reading from
opinions.
something. Let me see what you're
yes,
reading from.
I have it right here.
I'd like to
our
see it.
personal opinions are not to be represented on social media. She
You
liked.
have a company policy,
Yes.
Mr. Jones, that says employees should not be giving their personal opinion about company business and
Correct.
ongoings.
Correct.
And
And when liking a negative comment, that is having a personal opinion
you have
by
avoid
liking a
posting
comment.
and or sharing offensive, discriminatory, and or false information. Personal opinions and content on employees' social media accounts are not approved or supported by our company.
Coming up on America's Court.
Do you see a caveat that says, but if it's okay if it's private?
What I don't see is any mention of liking a comment.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Angela Golden, who is suing Wallace Jones for wrongful termination.
You were aware of the social media guidelines.
Yes.
You didn't have any issues with the social media guidelines?
No, I think they are
And you
fair.
signed off that I will be in compliance?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Mr. Jones is saying you were not in compliance. What say you?
I say that is incorrect. It was a post that was already out there. All I did was like that.
You liked an offensive post.
It was.
You might as
Let me
well
make
have
sure I'm
printed it
understanding.
yourself.
We're all on the same page in terms of the post. Jones Marketing does, in quotes and capital letters, not care about seeing their employees make advancements in their careers. The company never promotes from within. You're not disputing that you liked that post.
No, I'm not disputing that.
Your position is, I should not be fired from liking a post that does not promote in a positive way Mr. Jones' company.
That is correct. Something
And
that
how do
is-
you square that off, that I should be entitled to like a post that is objectively negative as it pertains to my employer?
Because it was a private post that was not meant to be seen by any clients, and
Okay.
it's something that was also openly discussed in the office,
Ms.
whether it was online or in the
Golden,
office.
show me in the contract that you signed
Sure.
that says it's okay to like things that are private. Because all I see is, here are social media guidelines.
Right.
Do you see a caveat that says, but if it's okay if it's private?
What I don't see is any mention of liking a comment.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
The problem is, as they say, you were an employee, and you all are from Montana.
Yes.
Montana does not have an at-will employment policy.
It does not.
So you can't just terminate someone for no reason in Montana. Right? We're all on the
Correct.
same
That is
page.
correct.
And is that what you're basing?
That is what I'm basing
That you're
on.
entitled because you feel as though you were in the right?
Yes.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the defendant.
It only kicks in after 12 months. You were fired before 12 months.
The law in Montana allows for someone to be fired at will
Before the 12-month period.
So even if you're in the right, your case has to be dismissed. Your matter is dismissed. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.
Good luck, Angela, in your future business endeavors. I would love to be your competition.
Thank you. I will continue pursuing marketing and dominating social media.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.